I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Underdeveloped here, and today we have another movie review for you guys for Bad Boys: Ride or Die. This is the fourth installment of the iconic Bad Boys franchise, which started the career of one of the most prolific working actors in history, as well as probably the biggest black actor in history, Mr. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, he slapped somebody a couple years back, Chris Rock. It is what it is. It's in the past.
Yeah. I don't think anyone cares about that anymore.
Yeah, I hope not. But barely saw Chris Rock since, though. Only hearing like a comedy special, and that was really that.
Yeah.
I think he also actually doing something with Kevin Hart, too. He did some kind of tour with him.
Cool. Yeah. Honestly, this movie was just really... It was a lot funnier than I was expecting it to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably weird. It's easy one of the funniest. Because the thing about it, they always try to market it off. Because their first guess was... Their first like options were like the SNL guys. Like Dana Carvey and those guys. Yeah. And I forgot the second one. Some other SNL guy, too. I think it was Chris... I think it was fucking... Actually, I think it was... What's it? Norm Macdonald.
Really?
Like, I don't know. I mean, they look younger back then, but I just don't see those guys. Because, like, they try to market off as obviously like a comedy. Then they went to hire one of the biggest black comedians of that era.
Yeah.
You know, Martin Lawrence, who pretty much redefined Def Comedy Jam and whatever else. And a very iconic, funny-ass sitcom. So, obviously, when they go funny, but the movie had humor in it, but it felt like an actual real movie. A real action flick. Like,
but now, like, as the movies have progressed, like, things have gotten a lot sillier, a lot less easy to take seriously.
Honestly, I think it's mainly this movie, because the first two pretty much took itself seriously. Even the third one kind of had those kind of... Because they had some really serious shit in that movie.
Because, admittedly, I just watched the trilogy not too long ago.
I mean, the first two had funny moments, for sure.
Yeah, the first one is a drama with that is an action drama with some comedy in it.
The second one had more comedic moments, but it pretty much is a serious movie.
The second one is trying sort of to be serious. That's kind of funny because this is also kind of melodramatic.
I guess that's your perspective, but
yeah. And then the third one is kind of serious in like the first half, but then like it gets really out there in like the second half. And then this movie's just fucking balls to the wall insane.
Yeah, I'll agree. This movie definitely takes out the comedic chops very far, because Martin Lawrence is old, man. He's out of shape. I mean, like, come on.
Like, fuck it, let's make him crazy too.
Yeah, let's make him nuts. I mean, let's make him at least be funny. You know what I mean? Because he can't do what he did back in the 90s, running niggas down and doing backflips and fighting niggas and shooting. Yeah, he has a gut now. He's a daddy gut. He's like 59. You know, he's like 4 years older than Will Smith. You know what I mean? So like, he's pushing 60. Like, niggas old. You know what I mean? Like, nigga coming in and doing much like like Will can still do it, because Will keeps himself in really
he's
movie
still in
star
good shape.
You know what I mean? Because he's been more consistently a movie star, especially an action star of the last, decades. And shit. So you know what I mean? So he pretty much has to keep himself in shape.
Yeah.
So he can still move around, but even him is looking like you can't really do what he does, and he's trying to make him be something he's really not yet.
Yeah, he's starting to claim some past glory there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, I think Martin Lawrence is like he steals the movie for me. He's like the highlight.
Yeah, but the comedy didn't feel out of place. The comedy didn't, because that comedy could make shit feel out of place. It could make shit cringy.
Oh, definitely.
It could have declined the movie, but Marty Marr's legend as he is makes it work.
He does.
He has some really funny ass moments, and he even added funny in situations where I really felt it shouldn't have been there. Yeah. Kind of inappropriate, but he made this shit work with those gun shootout in the art gallery and the fucking Skittles fly and shit like that. And he's like slow motion like a dog. Like, yeah. Like, I thought this shit was hilarious. Yeah. Because they did a good job of showing that this nigga is like pretty much on lock at home because he has obviously his heart problems and he cannot eat sugar, so he just feeding it to get something, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it just made it that much funnier, you know what I mean? Like, and then he like after his old near death experience, he's like this like on some like real
I can't
zany, I can't die, and telling Will Smith that my soul's more mature than yours and has and your soul has no dick. Like it's always some crazy shit. So it's like, and then the reaction of Will is amps the funny up more. It's like, because it's like, yeah, this nigga, he has me the same way. Like, this nigga's nuts. Like, this nigga's nuts. And then it all comes ahead at the climax where Will Smith is using that against him. And he's like, nah, nigga, like, I got a gun in my head. That shit ain't work. I could die. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, it all came to a head pretty well. Like, the comedic beats really, like, it began at one point and it was resolved by, like, the end of the movie.
Yeah. Bad Boys is officially a comedy now, and it actually kind of works.
Yeah, and the plot was interesting enough to make you fuck with it as an action movie too, because the main character is a dick. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to sit and get fucking got. You know what I mean?
But it is just like the second and third movie, since that the stuff that happens is just so melodramatic that even though it is a serious plot that does make sense on paper, it's still kind of goofy. Because a lot of the execution of it's goofy. It's not that the ideas are bad.
I thought the villain himself was fine. I thought he did his job.
He was
okay as a villain. I mean, as a villain for these kind of movies, these characters don't really have like that much personality anyway.
Yeah.
So I think with what he's worked with, I thought he's fine. But like the problem, but this movie is not perfect. It does have problems. It's a great time. It's like an overbloated episode of Power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was actually quite a few coincidences we saw with the most recent episode.
Bounties on your head, you know what I mean? Like everyone trying to kill you. You know what I mean? Like
even like a character like almost dying and having a dream sequence of talking to dead people.
Yep, talking to dead people. Yep.
That's like straight up from both.
100%. I don't know, man. Maybe a writer from Power is a writer. He's a writer on this movie. I have no idea.
Or maybe these are overdone tropes that get used a little too often.
I guess so.
Maybe.
You know, but yeah, this movie's not perfect. This movie does have problems.
Yeah.
And the problems is first off, one of the plot points of the movie with Will's character, Mike Lowrey, he has these panic attacks because he feels everyone that's ever been close to him always dies. Like the captain, he's still carrying around that guilt. So now he's married, he feels the need to really protect. But ironically, when it comes to like almost he could protect, he kind of freezes up. Like when he has a clear shot against the villain, he doesn't take it because he's and that's like a serious thing. And your wife is a therapist. I mean like this seems like something that y'all should talk about, or not even that. It seems like something that should be like, if it was to come up too randomly, it's a serious thing and it comes up randomly. Like that's not how shit works. Like that should have been a big part of the fucking movie.
It is because that's an example of an idea on paper that sounds really good, really dramatic. It could absolutely be the crux of a whole movie on its own. Yeah. But here it only comes up when it's convenient for the plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's convenient for him to not kill the villain.
It's tacked
basically.
On. Yeah, like you set up this whole fucking plan. You're this close, all of a sudden you freeze up to take the shot that conveniently just ends the movie right there. Come on, man.
Yeah, it comes across as being very contrived.
And all it takes is a slap to your face to get you turned into fucking John Wick. Come on, man.
Yeah. That's weak writing, and it's easily one of the worst.
This movie does have some weak writing in it, for sure.
Yeah,
but Will Smith and Marlon saved the movie basically on the charisma as partners.
Yeah, they are. Like honestly, I feel like they hold up this franchise together by just doing their thing. They really do.
I like some of the side characters too. Like I thought
side characters are
fine.
Tiffany
Haddish had a funny scene. I thought Vanessa Hudgens and Alexander Ludwig was cool as the add-on partners. They had a whole romance, and that was barely explored. Yeah. Okay, sure. I think the son is a badass, to be honest, if I'm being real. I think the son should got more like presence. You know what I mean? Because they had the whole father-son thing. My son's a killer, kind of like me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt they should have took those moments seriously. Yeah. Instead of just playing off for jokes. You know what I mean? And he kicks ass, man.
Yeah, he does. Like, this is a character you can honestly do a lot more with. And honestly, with the way it ends, it feels like this give themselves an out in case, hey, we can kind of write ourselves out of this character if you just don't want to explore it anymore. And that seems like,
Yeah, like, to me, it would have been actually powerful if either the daughter of the captain killed him. Really, that would have been ruthless, but dope. You know what I mean? Or if he actually said, yo, I did a lot of terrible things. I mean, do something good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Die while protecting the daughter.
Because in the last movie, he willingly stayed in jail and without escaping. So why couldn't you just have him do that again here? Yeah. Like, it would be a real show of maturity and stuff. Also, another thing that really bugs me about this movie is that they have, like... Because I honestly really get the impression that they only gave Lowrey a wife just so she could be a hostage later.
Yeah, because he barely had characterization. Only bit of characterization he had is when she tried to do her psychologist therapist thing on the main villain.
And that's she's barely a factor in this movie. Yeah. She's like in the beginning and in the end, and this whole big middle part, she's like not there.
And you should at least establish her in the last movie. At least show her as therapist in that movie, so at least it doesn't come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then this other side character, a captain. that's like relationship with the mayor who happens to be dirty. She's a vital part of this movie into the outcome of the plot, and they make it seem like she was always around, and her and Will had a thing. And I'm like, why was she in this last movie?
Yeah.
Why are we establishing these serious characters and we have no like?
Yeah, like it honestly
feels
just
shoving these characters in.
It feels like there was a bigger time gap between this and 3, than between 2 and 3, and that makes no sense.
Well, it is a huge time getting the second third because Reggie's a grown man getting married now.
I know, but like in terms of how much shit seems to happen in between movies, this is a lot, like a lot more than what happened between 2 and 3.
But which is also weird at the same time because who gets married to the chick that they dated when he was 15?
Yeah.
Like,
that is weird.
Real. But that also led to one of the best scenes of the goddamn movie because Reggie came in and kicked fucking ass. Like, that was great.
Reggie had one time to shine in this movie, and I loved it. It was great.
I loved it. And they shine a little bit at the end, too. And I like that. That's like a full circle when he smiles. I'm like, a little cringy, but I'll fuck with it. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe give him a bigger role next time. You know what I mean?
I'd be cool with that. Fuck it.
Yeah. Because I thought he kicked ass.
Yeah.
Him and his son is like a pretty dope. Like, I fuck with it. They kick ass, man. They some action stars, man. They slayed, man. I really fucked with it. And of course, Will and Martin did a thing. That's like the cornerstone of this franchise and this movie itself.
It is. Like, honestly, that's why I was having fun with watching most of these movies, because like most of these movies are just kind of fine, but seeing Will and Martin do their thing, that's always fun.
They should do more stuff together. They already talking about it, and because the movie did what? They already grossed $105 million already, and they just opened like 2 days ago. Like, so I'm really happy for that.
Yeah.
But I honestly like, why not do other stuff together? Yeah. Why just keep it at Bad Boys? Even the Bad Boys 5. I mean, I'm cool with doing Bad Boys 5, but why not something else?
Yeah, I mean, you have so many potentially new stories to tell. Yeah. Like, seriously.
So something different. And also, if you're going to do another one, it can't just be like, Martin is too fucking old to be doing this shit. Let's actually factor that in. You know what I mean? Like, maybe like, yo, I need a change, man. Like, let me do something else. And that something else should probably be like, yo, like, maybe become a captain. Somewhere where he could be behind the fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like that, like, honestly, it's still kind of weird that they're in the exact same position they're in after all this time.
Yes, like
there's no upward mobility for them at all.
They kind of technically run their own little squad now. But even so, I get why Will's character's like that, because he obviously was, especially in the last one, they'd be going through some kind of midlife crisis. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the same as like in the second movie, he was going in the right direction, like getting into a serious relationship with Martin's sister. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, and then that just broke between movies. I mean, fair enough. It was a long enough time gap.
It is. But it's like, but it's still this like, man. Yeah, I felt like it was really leading to something. You really did.
Exactly. I'm like, we didn't hear nothing about it really. Yeah. But this is we kind of talked about it. You know what I mean? So at least there was that. Yeah, but like, let's have actually a different dynamic. We do like show that life moves on. It doesn't have to be just these guys solving crimes. Let's do a movie with kind of like shows these guys going into different places. Maybe it's something that ends this movie. Yeah, because next one's gonna be the 5th movie. I think 5 was enough for a franchise.
Yeah, honestly, you know, honestly, I mean, a lot of franchises don't even make it to 5.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
Yeah, fucking Beverly Hills Cop and Lethal Weapon didn't.
Yeah, they just got to 4. Yeah. And I guess I have to see the other 3 to fucking... I saw the first one, but I don't remember too much of the first one.
Yeah, I definitely need a refresher on those movies, too.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, it's a fun time, and it's a fun time, and if you're down with seeing Will and Martin do their thing, then absolutely go see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you guys say about it?
No, I mean, I guess time for scores.
Yeah.
I think I see Rotten Tomatoes give it a 64. Nah, I think it's better than that.
Yeah, I think they're crazy kind of. I get this movie is like a bit of a tone shift and is kind of dumb at places, but I think it's still fun enough to justify seeing it.
It's a great time, for sure. And it has some good moments in it, and it has actually a decent enough plot with it keeps you interested. I really want to see Will get that son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So like. But yeah, I think my score for this movie is I'll give a solid 75.
Yeah, I was thinking somewhere like around the mid to late 70s too. It's not an amazing movie, but it's certainly fun.
I mean, I think it's higher than most of the movie. I think it's higher score than I'll give the other movies, really.
Yeah,
other than maybe the first one.
Yeah, I'd give the first one probably an 80.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, like 79, 80, in that range. But the other one, like Bad Boys 2, would probably get 73.
Yeah, that's
like a 73, which is still pretty damn good for like these kind of franchise movies. Yeah, and not even the highest scores I would give to a fucking Michael Bay movie. From being other than like Pain and Gain, I actually like Pain and Gain. and the first Transformers. But even those had their problems.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Transformers 2 was a good time, but even that movie had, even movie wasn't great. But
that movie had a lot of really dumb shit.
Yeah, a lot of dumb shit. But at the time when I was a kid, it was a really good experience watching that. Like seeing the Transformers transform, Optimus get into a brutal fight with Megatron. You know what I mean? Like Sam getting dropped from a fucking so far in the air. You know what I mean? Like it looked pretty cool. And I'm seeing Michaela's hot ass. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good time. You know what I mean? Seeing the pyramids, but yeah, everything my Duplies is pretty stupid.
Very.
But entertaining. But anyways, like, and in the third one, Bad Boys for Life, I'll probably get about a 72, 73.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, this is it. 75 is like, Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, this is a fun time. It's a step up above the last couple of movies. Definitely entertaining as hell.
This is probably the second best in the franchise.
I agree. I still like the first one the best. The first one has like enough good drama and good comedy where it's like I think it's just the right balance for me. Yeah. But this one's good on its own. This is very much just shut up and just enjoy kind of movie.
For sure.
Yeah. With that being said, folks, please hit the like, subscribe button. We catch you next time for some more videos.
See you guys.